Well, hey, Saber fans, Mark here again. I know a couple of weeks ago, myself and Sith Lord Laura did a little video about my new Templar cross guard, which we had some fun with, and I know I'd rather watch Laura put together lightsabers all day, but I thought I'd do a little bit more in-depth and serious review on it. Starting with, the basics, here it is. It's a V2 Templar weathered edition. It's a warrior model, so lights only. These have a 12-watt main blade and 6-watt on the sides. This one's in red and is damn bright with all those going at the same time. Nice finish on this. Got the reptile leather on the handle. When I ordered it, I said black leather or reptile surprised me, so I'm happy with the result on that. One change that I have made is originally this pommel had the like Obi-Wan style little blocks on it, and it basically just sandwiches in between two pieces of this pommel. And when I was playing around with it initially, this was digging in my hand, so it had to go. I'm thinking at some point I might change this out and see what the ASP has to offer and maybe do a little bit different, something different down here. Although this is pretty cool, it matches the styling of it just fine. This hilt overall is about 12 inches long, 6 inches end to end on these. Overall about 1 3/8 like at the handle area or this area here. This area here around the joint is the fattest part of it. It's about 1.5 inches, or 1 5/8 rather, sorry, a little over 1.5 inches, and then the emitters both here and on the sides are 1.5 inches overall. The saber comes with some nice blade plugs, which are unique to it. As far as these ones on the side go, they're like little mini versions of the regular blade plug, and pretty cool when they're in there and lit up. Not that you can see that because it's really bright. You could also use these on some of the Acolyte sabers, some of the simpler ones in place of the little plain plugs that come with those. These side blades are about 6 inches long, so once they're assembled, overall width of the crossguard is about 14 inches. And I got a 32-inch main blade for it. The socket here is about 1.5 inches deep. Not as deep as I normally like, but within the restraints of this design, that's what you're going to have. And here it is lit up. Again, quite bright with the 2 6-watts and the 12-watt on this. I'll say a couple of notes about this. When I first got it in the box, quite happy. When it was shipped, they forgot to pack the side blades, and I immediately, sent an email, sent a couple of messages, and it was quickly taken care of. I had them in a couple of days, along with a t-shirt to make up for my trouble. No problem. And after I had it a couple of weeks, like really the second time I left the house with it, I was doing a little light dueling with Laura at a bar, so people were taking pictures of us, and one of the side blades went out. And normally not a big guy on void and warranties, I would take this apart and see what makes it tick and fix it myself. Figure just a wire came loose. But I really don't know how this thing goes together. I didn't want to find out the hard way and void the warranty for good. So I did send it in for a warranty repair. I sent it on the 22nd. It came back on the 30th today. No problems. A guy named Jacob Frisk apparently is the one that repaired it. Just his notes say the left LED was broken. I don't know whether there's a bad wire or the LED itself was bad, but it's all good now. It's working great. And I'm quite pleased with the product. It's a little bit different for me, a little bit unusual, because I normally like my stuff a little bit simpler. But I was intrigued with this design when I first saw it. I was intrigued with the crossguard saber when I first started seeing the advertising about the new movie, and I just wanted to get one. It's, you know, like I said in the previous review, it's about 60% because I really think it's cool, and about 40% because it annoys people. But I call this one the Mistress. I don't give names to a lot of stuff, but it is a mistress in many ways. It's more expensive and more interesting than a regular one. Anyway, going off to Steak and Sabers in a couple hours to have some fun with this and take a few pictures, and y'all always have a great day. Thanks a lot.